Okay. Hi, it's me again. I know I said that I would be doing, these things literally every day, and then one day into it, I had to take a break. Wasn't feeling too good yesterday, but I am back. Today, I wanted to make some Racebent dolls. I know that race bending was a really trendy thing for a little while, in terms of drawing Disney princesses, but I haven't really seen any dolls made for it. So, we're gonna take some already existing Racebent princesses and, essentially translate them into dolls. So, in no particular order, we have all these set up. This is Toni Braxton as Belle in a Broadway performance. This is Brandy Norwood as Cinderella from Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's not really a Disney movie, I don't think, but they played it on Disney Channel and they played it on ABC, so I'm counting it. We have the upcoming Halle Bailey as Ariel. I can't wait to see what they do with her design. We have Alexandra Metz as Rapunzel from Disney's Once Upon a Time. They only had her in one episode for some reason. And then over here, the white lady in the back is Aurora, but they made Queen Leah black in Descendants, trying to justify that Audrey is a girl of color. And that's obviously taken, quote-unquote, inspiration from Ever After High, with Briar Beauty being not white. So, with all that shade thrown, I guess we get started with masking. So we're gonna do some masking. Essentially, what I'm gonna mostly do here is just changing colors. That's the long and short of it. But I was starting to feel a little bit better, so I figured let me get back into the swing of it before I lose it too soon. Like, it's a miracle that I was able to keep up these daily exercises for this long, but every once in a while I need a break, and that's okay. We'll call this layer skin. So we're changing skin color. Yeah, I don't have too much to say. I just wasn't feeling great, but I'm glad that I'm back. Oh, I just noticed Belle's got her arm up here and Aurora's got her arm up over there. It kind of frames it pretty nicely. I know that this masking looks a little sloppy, but that's okay because I am copy pasting this instead of just cutting and pasting it. So even when I make a copy, the hair and all that underneath is gonna stay untouched. Because what I have to do is separate the item that I want colored. And then on top of that, I'm going to change the eye color, change the lips, and add some details. Not really going to go into dressing them because I didn't search for any outfits that might fit a little bit better. I'm not a seamstress. I'm not gonna pretend to be. Anytime I want to redress a doll, it's gonna be articles of already existing doll clothing. So now all the skin is masked. I'm gonna take from this layer, add to that layer. Now, when I do this, it's just skin. Also, that was transparent, so now it's just skin. Now that it's just skin, we're going to start changing the skin color. So I have these pictures down here of the actresses out of costume. So I, can just confirm and find a middle ground between the pictures, the skin tones on these pictures, because they're from different times and stuff. So we'll start from the left and go to the right. Now what I'm doing, I'm not going to be brushing over this. I selected a color from Toni Braxton's face. Now I have this over here. And with this, I'm going to use it to tweak Belle's skin. And Belle's skin is this color. So this is 15, 55, 58, 21, 20, 89. So that means moving the hue over a little bit to the left, saturation a little bit to the right, lightness way down. Does that work? Let's see. Oh. 64, 69. Okay. So that, even though it just looks like I brought down the color of the picture instead of changing it, that is the same hue. Sorry, it's the same saturation. I'm going to bring the hue back a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty similar. And now, to make it more realistic looking, I'm going to play with the contrast a little bit. See, now that looks a little more believable as darker skin, as opposed to just a picture of light skin that I darkened. Okay. I'm gonna go on. We're just gonna do skin all the way down. Brandy's skin is 1955-76. The Cinderella doll is 1932-86. So bring up the saturation, bring down the volume. Yes. But I can keep the hue the same color, which is good by me. Set the hue to 0. Up the saturation, down the color. Took a little too much. But this is essentially how I do it. Doesn't look like the same hue, but I'll take the program's word for it. I'm sure it'll look better when I take the makeup off. Now we go over to Ariel. Halle Bailey's skin is 22, 59, 74. Ariel's is 21, 22.99. So we gotta bring the skin way down and the saturation quite a bit up. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna just take the hue a little bit further to the right. Wait. That looks a little out of place, but like it's telling me that it's the same. Or it's very similar. I don't know. Okay, see, again, that doesn't look too bad. It looks more like a brown than a just darkened pink. So yeah, this is less about it being completely accurate, like having an actress mold. Because if I wanted to do that, you know, Brandy Norwood has her own doll. This is more just essentially recoloring existing dolls. 26, 49, 69, and then 26, 21, 83. So again, similar hue, the same hue actually, more saturation, less color. I feel like that's gonna be 25, 41, 76. Yeah, that one looks more easy because it's not as big of a change in volume, in a saturation and all that, and brightness. But let's turn up the contrast so it fits. And yeah, got one more. Sarah Jeffrey, it's 26, 30, 87, 23, 20, 95. So it's not much of a change at all. Just bring up saturation a little bit. Now the reason I'm doing this is because, you know, these are all things that I want to plan to actually make dolls for when I have the chance. And, yeah, that looks about right. Oh, okay, I gotta bring this down a little bit. The reason I'm doing this is because you can, believe it or not, change skin color with fabric dye. I said this in my recap video, but that's something I really want to do. To see how the same mold looks with different colors and whatnot. So now the skin is done. Now I'm not going to do much for the hair, but see, sometimes it works, sometimes not so much. I'm not going to do anything with the hair, but I do want to just cut out anything that we don't want recolored. Shoot. Okay, that's a little bit of Belle's arm that I missed, but I can fix that. And with this, I'm going to just brush. Just fill it in with a brush. It's a little clunky, I know. Just trying to... There we go. Again, if this program had a blending tool, it would be so much easier. But it doesn't. And I'll live despite it. Okay. Just gonna get this excess. Cool. Now we can go back to cropping. Now I need this on. See, I could have very well, you know, cropped these dolls because they were just on white backgrounds, but I guess tonight is a night of extra steps. See, the hairline's a little weird here. Because I didn't... It's very difficult deciding, you know, where the edge of everything is. Because it's always a little too much or a little too little. But we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna just start blending. Yeah, see? And if her hairline ends up looking too pale, then we'll just fill it in again with a brush. Up close it seems bad, but we're gonna see what it looks like from afar and then see how we feel. Oh wait, no, I also want to I also wanted to change the contrast of the hair so it looks more photo accurate. Hang on. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm putting it back on a white background afterwards. But now, nope. This is for the hair. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. Just gonna blend. Again, what can I say? What is there to say? Just relaxing. Just doing what I can to relax. I think that's the best I can do, unfortunately. We have more faces to crop anyway. Also, keeping the hair the same color. That's my friend, sorry. Yep. Sure is a weird time. But it's been a weird time for 7 years now. What can we even do? Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping the hair the same color, even though I'm changing the skin and eyes and possibly lips. Most likely lips. And I'll change the hair color. Yeah, I'll do that. It's a bit of a tedious process, but it's worth it when it comes out looking right. I hope this came out looking right. Just give me 1 second. Okay, back to it. Okay. And one more. Okay, I'm gonna change some of the hair. Not all of it. I'll change Belle's to just a darker shade of brown. I'll change Cinderella's to black. I'll change Rapunzel's to black. I'm leaving Ariel's hair red because we don't know what color it's going to be yet. And I'm leaving Aurora's hair blonde because even though because not even though because this is more of just a fan thing. I'm still convinced that Aurora's albino. She's got purple eyes. Purple eyes, light skin, you know, like pale skin, platinum blonde hair. She may as well be. Just realized I could have done a black Anna or Anna, whatever, from Frozen, but there's gonna be more videos like this. More videos where we can look at race bending, we can look at gender bending, we can look at heroes as villains and villains as heroes. All sorts of palette swaps. I take requests. You can leave one in the comments. Alright, well there's the skin. Now we don't have to do any masking here because the hair is just, you know, it's the bottom layer. Nothing else is on top of it. So, yeah, I gotta bring it way down. Just want to see if this... Yeah, that's not bad. But this is gonna be black. Cool. And I'll get the headband again. I know she's not wearing that. Oh, right. Now the hair's on the bottom layer. And that's the beauty of the undo button. I don't know why I'm being so meticulous with this, but I'm this far now. Almost done. Gotta find where the blue cuts off. Okay. Now I could go the extra mile and, you know, make the hair textured and all that. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna leave it to recoloring. Now, Ariel's hair, I'm gonna leave the same color, but I am just gonna bring it down in terms of lightness. Okay. See, because I know that this is a fake picture, or most likely, but yeah, it's around the same. Okay, now she has darker hair. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Now, I'm actually, you know, surprised that well, first of all, that Rapunzel is black at all, but, you know, they could have kept her a black blonde. You know, cause in the fairy tale, it's like, you know, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so that I may climb your golden stair. You know, I'm just wondering how it would translate. I never watched Once Upon a Time. I'm thinking, this is making me think about Beyonce for some reason. I remember being very young and being just like super surprised at Beyonce before I realized what hair dye was. Like I was very young. And it was just so cool to me that she was a black person with blonde hair. And I know that naturally that even happens. There's that Melanesian tribe, which is just a tribe of dark-skinned blondes. It's really cool. Yeah, I thought she was super cool because she had such a unique look. Okay. And speaking of, if anything, I'm gonna make Aurora's hair a little bit lighter. We'll make her the black blonde. Oh. Okay. Okay, so now we got the hair. We got the skin, we got the hair. Now let's move on to the eyes. The way we're going to do this is just more masking. This is so much easier and so much better looking than just brushing over it the way I used to. I'm glad I figured out how to do it. There is some eyeshadow with Cinderella and Belle, so that I will paint on, but otherwise, just gonna do this. Toni Morrison's eyes, at least in this picture, are actually a very dark blue. I'm sorry, Toni Braxton, not Toni Morrison. I keep messing that up. Okay. And her eyeshadow is around that same color, so I don't have to change that either. Just gonna isolate this. Okay. I'm gonna erase the white part as well because we don't want that color changed. We don't want the highlights or the sclera changed. Gotta be real careful here. Okay. And we'll just check. That looks pretty cool. Now I'm gonna do the other one. So yeah, I thought that I was gonna be making 2 videos tonight, but seeing as how there's 5 dolls in this, I'm just gonna leave it at this one video. Because I know it's gonna be long. Okay, moving on to Brandy. Brandy's eyes are... They're black. Her eyes are black. Oh, let's not do that. No, let's not do that either. We'll do that. Move the lightness down. There. I'm just gonna even it out like that. And then she's got the very noticeable blue eyeshadow, so we'll take that. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna do the other side. Yeah. I'm gonna delete this and then put a layer of eyeshadow underneath. It's probably gonna be what's best. Okay. Yeah, and then underneath, real quick, I'm just gonna do this. Yep. Put that together. Check how it looks. Yeah. And then we gotta get rid of this part. Oh, thank God. Just easily select it. Delete it like that. Cool. I should, while I'm at it, just change that to eyes. And then just turn these white. And it's gonna look a little spooky, but Okay. We're closer to this being finished than it feels. We're done with the skin, we're done with the hair, we're partially done with the eyes. We just gotta do the lips. While I'm at it, let me get the teeth. And that didn't do much. You know they're supposed to be white. Hang on. You know what? Those are white enough. Anyway. Alright. Now the eyes are all blanked out, which means that this is gonna look a little bit better when I take out the sclera. See what I mean? Now we can move on. Halle Bailey's eyes are a very dark brown, almost reddish. Excuse me. Now, it's like a pinkish red, it says. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna take off some of this. Wait. just got a little too much on for it to be accurate. So, oh. Okay. I think I can just get it down to the iris, actually. Okay. I know I say okay a lot, sorry. Force of habit. Just happen to say it when I feel like something is done that, you know, feels properly completed. Kind of like the point system in DDR. It's like, okay, good, great, perfect, bad, miss, fail. I hope I don't have any fails here. That actually came out pretty good. Alexandra Metz also has very, very dark eyes. And that's something that I don't need to do much erasing for outside of, or, you know, that's not much I need to do much coloring for because she's not wearing eyeshadow. I'll get this to work. A lot of the time without turning down the opacity, it's just guessing where colors start and end. Alright. Just checking to make sure. Yep. Oh no, I want to keep that. Or do I? Yeah, that's where that was. Okay. See, I'm doing it again. Nobody's around to judge me, so. Make that a little bit rounder. Alright, cool. I'm also going to take off the freckles, because cute as they are, they're not on Alexandra Metz. Alright. Gotta do this in a way that's convincing. See, just have to play it off. They're not there if you don't look for them. They're not super easy to find if you just pretend they're not there. I mean, naturally I wouldn't do this on an actual doll, but this is a picture, not an actual doll. I can't really put acetone on my screen and expect that to work in the same way as this is. Okay. We'll blend that. Alright, one more. We'll change some of this. Use Sarah Jeffries' eyes. Now I could very well have just taken some coloring pages and transferred these colors onto drawings, but this is a doll channel. Also, I know that I don't always post dolls here, but I wanted to make dolls. I like the way that looks. Now we do the lips, and then we will be a finito. Let me fix that here. Not bad so far. Not bad at all. Okay, so I just need to bring down the saturation, bring up the volume. Completely doable. It's usually pretty difficult for me to do pastels. And it's, as we all know, it's difficult for me to do lips as well, so it's gonna be a little off looking, but this is the best I could do. Maybe if I... Oh, that actually looks okay. See, when you mess with it too many times, it becomes less legible. Maybe... yeah. Do what Disney often does and has the top lip be lighter than the bottom lip. That's the best I got. You know what? Forget the lips. As much as I would like to change the lip color, I'm not really too good at lips anyhow. But that is how I would put together some Racebent Disney princess dolls. I hope you liked this video. If anyone ends up making something inspired by this, please let me know, because I would love to see it. Sorry it ended on such an anticlimactic note, but at least I quit while I was ahead. And I guess that's the moral for tonight. Alright, good night.